Now see question number 2.37. A table is given in the question. So what is given in the table, that 3 rows are given. 100 into mole fraction of acetone, pressure of acetone millimeter Hg, pressure of chloroform into millimeter Hg. That means 2 components are given and mole fraction of acetone is given. So how to calculate? See, it's very simple question. We have to prepare a table like this, that 100 into 100% of acetone that is given. So in question, by multiplying 100 is given. So first row we will divide by 100. That will give us a decimal form. That means if it is given 1.8, okay, we'll divide by 100, so that we will get 0.118. Pressure of acetone is given 54.9, pressure of chloroform is given 548.1, and P total is given. Okay, so prepare all the 7 tables like this. Let me show you how to prepare. See, now this is a question is given. Now we have to prepare like this: 0.0 by dividing by 100. It is given 0 given 632, and total pressure, this we have to prepare extra, this row, by doing addition of these two terms. Okay, the 54.9, 548.1, 110.1, 469.4, 202.4, the make a addition and you will get this row. This row shows the P total pressure. These rows show P total pressure. This is pressure of acetone and this is the pressure of chloroform. So when we are doing calculation, see, we will get like this. Okay, so now see, on the graph you have to take a graph also. So in graph, in y-axis we will take the vapor pressure, and in here we will take the mole fraction. Mole fraction is not given, but we will take 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6 and 0.7, because 7 columns are given. Now according to maths, we will put the values of mole fraction that we will take, and for each column we will take the pressure, that is 0.118. So we will get, see, pressure of acetone is 54.9, 110.1. so by substituting this value on graph, we will get like this: 54.9, 110. so draw this type of graph for acetone, draw graph for chloroform, and by the addition row, for this is for 0.1, this is for 0.2, this is for 0.1, this is for 0.2, this is for 0 mole fraction, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7. okay, so here you will get this type of graph. Now we have to decide it's a positive deviation or negative deviation. So we will join these 2 points, we will get a straight line, draw a straight line, draw a straight line. If our curves are downward to the straight line, then it is called a negative deviations. Okay. Now question number 2.38. Benzene and toluene form ideal solution on over the entire range of composition. The vapor pressure of pure benzene and toluene at 300 Kelvin are 50.71 millimeter Hg and 32.06 millimeter Hg respectively. Calculate the mole fraction of the benzene in vapor phase if 80 gram of benzene is mixed with 100 gram of toluene. Very simple question of Raoult's law. Benzene is, see, pressure of benzene, we have 2 components, benzene and toluene. Both are volatile. Pressure of benzene, pressure of benzene is 50.71. Weight is given 80 gram. Molecular mass is 78. So when you calculate the moles of benzene, that is weight upon solvent, weight W upon M, weight upon molecular mass, that is 1.026. okay, now weight of the mole of the toluene, weight upon molecular mass, that is 1.087. After doing calculation according to 11th class, you will get the mole fraction of benzene and toluene by its mole upon total moles. Now what? It's a Raoult's law, simple question of Raoult's law. P total is equal to PB naught XB plus PT naught XT. B for benzene, T for toluene. Substitute all the values given in the question. 50.71 XB we got, that is given in the question 32.06 and XT 0.514. You will get the answer PB is equal to 41.13. Now it is the total pressure, but mole fraction of benzene in vapor phase. Mole fraction in benzene in vapor phase, because some amount of benzene is in the solution and it's a volatile, so some amount becomes a vapor. So if we want to find vapor mole fraction of the vapor form, because benzene is volatile solvent, so that vapor which becomes volatile, that we want to find. So very simple, XA naught, XA is equal to partial pressure of benzene upon partial pressure of the solution. Now you say how? See, it's a mole fraction. So according to our formula of mole fraction, we know that it's mole upon total moles, but here it's a vapor form. So here we will get partial pressure of benzene upon partial pressure of total solution, same as the formula of its own mole upon total moles. So here partial pressure of benzene upon partial pressure of the total solution. So partial pressure of benzene, that is 24.65. Okay, and now total vapor pressure, that is 41.13, that we got here. So by doing calculation, we will get XA is equal to 0.60. Now the question is how we will calculate partial pressure of benzene. So see here, this is the partial pressure of benzene according to Raoult's law. Partial pressure of benzene is PB naught into XB. PB naught is 50.71 and 0.486. So you will get answer for 24.65. Got it now? So partial pressure of benzene upon total pressure. So 24.65 upon 41.73, the answer is 0.60 bar. Otherwise you can remember one formula. This is the formula. XA dash is equal to XA into PA naught upon PA XA plus PB XB. PB naught XB, PA naught XA plus PB naught XB. Okay. So now, and it's a general formula. Now if we want to find benzene, so we will write here benzene, general formula. This you have to remember. So XB naught is equal to mole fraction of XB, partial pressure of benzene, PB naught XB upon PT naught XT. So XB, that is 0.486, that we find out mole fraction. PB naught, that is given in the question. This is the total vapor pressure that we got here. So after getting the calculation, XB naught is equal to 0.599, that is approximately 0.6. So mole fraction in vapor phase, you have to remember this formula. Okay, it's a general formula for a compound. Now in our question it is a benzene, so I have kept B for benzene. So XB, that is given 0.486, that you can see here 0.486. okay, and now PB naught is 50.71, see in the question it is given, and this is the total pressure. Total pressure already we have calculated, that is 41.13. so substitute here, so that is 0.6. okay, now question number 2.39. now question number 2.39. the air is a mixture of number of gases. Major components are oxygen and nitrogen with approximately proportion of 20% of its is to 79% by volume at 298 Kelvin. By volume percentage is given. The water is in equilibrium with air at a pressure of 10 atmosphere. At 298 Kelvin, if the Henry's law constant for oxygen, nitrogen are 3.3 10 power 7 millimeter and 6.51 into 10 power 7 millimeter respectively, then calculate the composition of these gases in the water. Now see, in this question, total pressure is given, that is 10 atmosphere. Value for KH is given. We want to calculate the composition of these gases in water. That means we want to find the mole fractions for both the gases, oxygen and nitrogen. Find the solubilities by Henry's law. So according to Henry's law or Dalton's law, PO2 oxygen, PO2 is equal to X1 into P total. X1 into P total. That is the Dalton's law, if you remember in class 11. PO2 is equal to X1 into P total. There was a derivation, that is PA is equal to XA into P total. The mole fraction is 20 upon 100. Now there is the question, why, how it is given 20 upon 100? See the question, it is given that it is 20% and 70% by volume. So here we will assume that the mole is 20 and total mole is 100. Total pressure is 10. So we got 2 atmosphere. But the finally pressure is given in millimeter, so we will multiply by 760 millimeter. So 1520 millimeter. Same thing here. We want to find the pressure for nitrogen. The formula is X1 into P total. So you see in the question, it is 79%. So total percent is 100. So that is mole fraction. Here also 20 upon 100 we have taken, and 10. That is the 10. 7.9 atmosphere. Atmosphere is converted into millimeter Hg, so we will multiply with 76. That gives us answer 6004 millimeter Hg. Now for both the gases, pressure of values of Henry's constant are given. According to Henry's law, pressure is P is KH into X. So we want to find the mole fraction, that means XO to become subject, so P upon KH. Pressure is 1520 we got here, that is, and upon KH, that is given 3.3 into 10 power 7. The answer came for O2, that is 4.6 into 10 power minus 5. XN2, that is PN2 upon KH, directly I have written. Otherwise, according to Henry's law, P is equal to KH. This is the common formula. Okay, so now pressure of N2 is 6004 upon KH value is given. Answer is Xn2 is equal to 9.22 into 10 power minus 5. Now question number 2.40. Determine the amount of CaCl2. I is given 2.47 dissolved in 2.5 liter of water such as its osmotic pressure is 0.75 atmosphere at 27 degrees Celsius. Now see, osmotic pressure formula is pi is equal to IWRT upon MV. Pi is given in the question 0.75. I is also given. W, determine the amount they said. So W that we want to find, this is amount. R is 0.0821, temperature is 300, molecular mass is 111, that you can calculate. Volume is also given 2.5. So after calculation, W is equal to 0.3.42 gram. Okay, so now according to textbook, this is the correct answer actually, but according to your textbook, mole of CaCl2, that is W upon M, so 3.42 upon 111, that gives us 0.003 mole. Okay, so now W is equal to, we want to find the amount, so W is equal to mole into mass. So 0.03 into 11, that is W is equal to 3.33 gram. This is also correct answer, 3.42 gram, and this is also correct answer. Both are nearest answers. Now question number 2.41. Determine the osmotic pressure of K2SO4. So now see, K2SO4 gives 2K plus SO4 minus 2. Read the question properly. I want of factor. So see, 2 moles of K plus and 1 mole of SO4, that is total 2 plus 1 is 3. Now we will substitute pi. Pi is equal to WRT upon MV. So WRT upon MV, so W is 25, R is given, temperature is given, molecular mass and 2. So pi is equal to 5.2 into 10 power minus 3. That is the 2.41. Okay. Now I forget to put I here. You can put I and you have to multiply with 3. And after doing the calculation, you can check it. 5.27 into 10 power minus 3. Okay. Let me explain question number 2.40 again. Pi is equal to IWRT upon MV. How much amount that we want to find? So we will substitute all the values pi, I, R, T, molecular mass and volume. After calculation we are getting W is equal to 3.42 gram. Okay. But now 3.42 gram, that is the correct answer. So now according to our textbook, see mole, suppose we take 3.42 gram as a solute, weight of the solute, and molecular mass is 111. So when dividing these two, we will get answer 0.03 moles. Okay, so now according to this mole, if we multiply with molecular mass, we will get the answer 3.33. So W is equal to moles into molecular mass, 0.03 and 111, that is 3.33.